Hey YouTube, it's Jen. I'm doing another video. It's going to be a very short one. I didn't think that I would do one after today's appointment, except for I'm really effing pissed off. Because I went in today and the girl that scheduled the C-section was supposed to call me yesterday and tell me who was going to be doing my C-section and if it was going to be on the 30th or the 31st. Well, lo and behold, of course, I don't hear from her. So I go in today for my doctor's appointment, and I asked, I was like, so do we know who's going to be doing my C-section? And she's like, well, when's it for? And I'm like, the 31st. She's like, it's Dr. Dodge doing C-sections on that day, which is a doctor from a different OB office in the area. Because they obviously use the hospital, local hospital, for their procedures or whatever. So I'm like, okay, so what does that mean, that somebody else is going to be doing it? She's like, no, it'll definitely be one of our doctors. So she's like, hold on, Lori will be out in a minute. I'm like, okay. So I sit down. Lori calls me into one of the exam rooms, and she's like, so had to do some rearranging for your C-section. Which I figured, because she said it might be the 30th or the 31st. So I was not expecting what she was going to say to me. What she said was, it should not have been scheduled, because she called the scheduling office at the hospital to schedule, because there's a central scheduling place. And anyways, they confused the office that I go to with another office. So that's why they booked me on the 31st with Dr. Dodge from Lake Champlain OB office. So Lori had to call back and adjust things. So now I'm not having my cesarean until January 8th. And I'm really pissed because I obviously got my hopes up. I was so extremely excited to be holding her at the end of next week. And my fiance, it was convenient for him because he had New Year's Day off anyways. So, and I'd already called my mom, I'd called my dad, and all of our close friends knew. Now I feel like a friggin' idiot because there are a bunch of retards at the hospital I go to. By the way, let me just tell you that the hospital I'm going to be going to in New York, upstate New York, is rated in the bottom 100 in the United States. Now I see why, because they can't function. So anyway, so I have it January 8th. Still get there for 5:45, have it at 7:30, but now I have to wait 8 more days to see my daughter. And when you have 2 days that you're just like so excited, I mean, like, I didn't really want to have a cesarean, but you know, I got over it really quickly, because then I was looking at all the positives, and now I'm so pissed off at that office, it's not even funny. I just want to punch every single one of them and be like, F you, you piece of poop. You got my hopes up. You don't tell a pregnant woman when they're anxious to see their baby and you know, to be done with the pregnancy, that, you know, you're going to be holding your child next week, and then be like, actually, no, you're not. You're going to have to wait 8 more days because you're retarded and you don't know how to schedule patients with the proper doctors. So I'm really pissy right now, and I could just totally go on a rampage. I'm going to drink some hot cocoa, I'm going to watch TV, I'm going to try to chill. The other reason I'm pissy is because I have no signs of even going into labor, having her soon. And that's the only other way that I would be able to have her before the 8th, is if I went into labor before that. No signs, not dilated or whatever. I can't remember what she said, if she's dropped to the point where she's almost like a fingertip above her finger, or if I'm dilated a fingertip. She said it, the doctor said it so fast on Monday, it wasn't even a doctor, it was a certified nursing midwife. And anyways, so that's the only way I'd be able to have her sooner, is if I went into labor, and it's just not happening. I've had no contractions. I haven't even been crampy for the last, since Sunday, and today's Wednesday. I had nothing. And I can't sleep. I have indigestion. My nose has been really stuffy. I've been snoring. I've been drooling like a pig at night. I don't know what it is with the drooling. I think it's because I can't breathe, so I breathe through my mouth. And it's really dry, so my mouth is producing all this water because I'm thirsty, but I can't drink because then I get indigestion. I'm just so ready to have my child that I just want to know that she's okay, and I want to hold her and I want to see her. I don't want to go 5 minutes without feeling her move and be like, oh my God, what's going on in there? So, good luck to everybody else. I hope that your pregnancy is progressing. Yeah. So, Merry Christmas to me and Happy New Year. Anyways, I'll, probably do a video at the beginning of next week since I've got 2.5 more weeks until I see her. So I thought my last video was going to be my last video, but now I've got a few more doctor's appointments to do videos on, so I'll be doing that with you guys. Anyways, take care, everybody.